side, Williams. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
Complete to Damian Williams.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Raiders 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Ball carrier. He was brought down by Carl Nassib. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. Jackson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this This will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A handoff. It's Eckler.
Austin Eckler.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
And now here come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Raiders 3.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Made by Jonathan Abram.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down now. And right with it here over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
19-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jarius Wright. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 over now, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and
a shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 5 under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2:37 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Makes the score. Chargers 14, Raiders 9.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little constant.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. The try here for the extra point. Now 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And 6 yards.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Darnold to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
That's the end.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. that one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Darnold got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Complete to Damian.
Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
TJ Logan.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Logan, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And his kick is good. And it will push the lead up to 5.
Raiders 19, Chargers 14.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier. Grady Jarrett on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Caught up, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a full return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. This one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Phillips. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's caught by Jackson. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And 4. the 38.
To throw again on second down. Darnold over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
46-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Darnold. Caught left side, Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Incomplete.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Ty Long now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. First down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Made at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And it's caught off the deflection. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And
so signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29.
To the air again. Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Nassib able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Chargers on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Vegas. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
Williams on the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they'll finish the 1st half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.